over here, Sitsti. Funny enough, I meant to be earlier. Like, I got here. I kind of did a lot of other stuff. My Angie. No. Where's my Angie button? There we go. So, but it's November and we're already halfway through November, so we have to keep going. So I'm probably gonna play a game today, so I might like do a short stream for writing. Where's my cursor? Ah, my cursor's turned invisible on me. Well, that's This is errors. My mouse is invisible. I wonder if my display options. I did not mean to run into this. Mouse. Personal items. My apologies. Didn't mean to. Well, I wasn't having an issue until just now. I'm fighting. Mouse. Cursor. Okay, we got my mouse back. I don't know what happened. It's a normal mouse though. We don't have high right now. Oof. Makes me a little sad. You winning? No, my mouse was attacking me. Oh, but now at least we got that. No, it's not tied. Why does my mouse turn? My mouse goes invisible when I go over my text. What? Oh, okay. I was so confused. Okay, we got everything working now. I want to play a game today, so let's try to get through writing today. I put my goal as 23,000. That's still kind of a lot. Well, we're not gonna get any closer by just talking about it. But how are you guys today? That's the more important question. Are you guys winning? That's what I want to know. Thinking of doing an anime night tonight at work, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we've seen Broke. So I think we should just skip to them getting their spider silk armor, which is going to be a big upgrade for Yasuko. It's not really. I mean, I guess it is an upgrade technically for Erica, but do we count it as an upgrade for her when she hasn't, like, actually gotten hurt yet? So, but it'll help her when she does get hurt, which will actually be good for her because she is a little bit reckless. So when she does get hurt, she's probably going to get hurt bad. And the fact that she has good quality armor is gonna be useful. Let's see. What kind of style do we want for them to have? Because it can look nice, so let's try with Yasuko first. Yasuko picked her outfit from the Soul Silk. We had enough for 2, but I had to use a few of my points. But that was fun. She picked out a robe, and it gave off a almost priestly look. It was white in color. Oh, almost. Oh, still can't. Not so black. Oh yeah. Gave off an almost priestly color. Gave off an almost priest. It was white in color with gold trim. Okay, so I picked white here and given her kind of like a white mage look because she is a healer, so she is almost a stereotypical white mage. But when we talked about designing her, we did say warrior, and she actually can hit really hard with her staff. So I think it's kind of a funny idea to like play her up as the white mage more and more, like I'm doing right now, with the knowledge that when she actually does like wind up her staff like a bat, she's gonna freaking, well, not kill someone because she's not that kind of person, but she's gonna do a lot of damage. Like, that's an interesting idea. Maybe I'll have her hit like a rock. Like there'll be a rock in the path and she'll just like smash it, and Erica will be like, holy shit. And Yasuko will have that like, well, I am a solo adventurer. Did you not think I could fight? Like, I prefer healing and non-violence though, so that I like that idea. Because that's one of her abilities is kinetic, so yeah, I like it. She's a white mage with her bonking stick. Okay, I myself went with something a bit more form-fitting. It was green and had leggings, so more akin to a bodysuit than a dress, but with some blue accents. I could wear it a bit looser, which would probably... Oh wait, I could untie the top part to let it be a bit more loose, which would probably let it be a bit better in a party. Yeah, that works. So I guess I'm almost picturing her like almost like a kimono style, but she's wrapped it really tight so that it's hugs her because she wants it to be more battle ready. But she's saying how she could like fluff it up and untie it to give her more of almost a dress feel to it. Yeah. feel like that's practical. So we decided to head north after saying goodbye to Hannah and Hina. I think Yashko had her fill of spider monsters for this century. So, yeah. Discounting Theo, of course. Theo isn't a monster. He is a good boy. Let's see. All right, I never had the emotional moment of her looking at the empty field. But I guess I can do that right now. So let's see. Once we made it to first hill, I looked back and saw the empty plains next to the gate. It left me with a sense of awe and reverie. Let's go with reverie. Reverie. I remembered when I was in that tower. No, when I was in the tower at the castle, Sir Theodore once took me to the balcony. He told me that he couldn't come with me because he was going to help all those people at the time couldn't see most of the ground. The sea of refugees went on for as far as you could reasonably see. I remembered wondering if he could really do it. I hate that I doubted him, but I mean, that is how our thoughts go. Can't control our impulsive, our intrusive thoughts. Our thoughts go. That's how thoughts go. We can't control our intrusive thoughts. To see the same grasslands now clear. No sign of anyone camping recently. But to see these decent, listen. To see the same grasslands now clear. No sign of anyone camping recently. Yeah. Again, I find it funny because which noises? Hey, sneezes. We're back to writing. I'm so late today. I meant to start early. Like, I wanted to start my writing stream like 3 hours ago, be done with it by now, and then switch to a video game. But, oh well. So, I'm still thinking of anime night tonight. We need more Minesweeper. As Reginald likes to call it. I'm sorry, but I still love Minesweeper. I know you love her too. You probably hate that name though. I actually do kind of like the name though. So, but no, I digress. So we're doing Erica's story. Quick recap, because I think this is kind of cool. we have her reminiscing on the fact that Erica wanted Theodore to come with her when she went home, and Theodore refused because he needed to help people. And now she's looking at the empty fields where people were helped. You know, empty because they all moved on. And there's I don't know, something beautiful about that. Theodore helped all these people. That communist. I thought you said she wasn't a communist anymore. I'm still not understanding exactly how she's a communist. But I also thought you said she stopped being a communist. Did I misunderstand? So, okay, but to see the same grasslands are now clear. No sign of anyone camping here recently. And left me tears of joy. I should have never doubted. The thing I like here, which I kind of don't want to mention, is that technically she has no way of knowing. She has no way of knowing if Theodore actually helped these people, or if, you know, these people died or were run off, or something horrible happened to them. But she's so confident that Theodore would obviously handle the situation properly that she just assumes the best. Oh yeah. Average fall of the Soviet Union. What? You said she wasn't communist anymore because she collected her own firewood. She burned it for her own purposes. She didn't actually give it to anyone, but she collected like a few sticks and put them in a fire for boiling. Well, funny enough, just on this note, because I did say she collected her own firewood, which is true. She was in the forest with Lutz, and Lutz was gathering material like for reals, and while she was watching the fire, she collected some nearby sticks. She didn't have the strength to cut them down, so she just collected loose sticks that were on the ground, and she tossed them into their campfire, which they were using to boil water, which they were using to make paper. So she helped contribute to the making paper project, even though Benno bought all the tools and Let's carried all of the tools and Let's did all of the other work. She did contribute a few sticks to the fire. Go mine, right? She's awesome. So, in case you're unfamiliar with Superhero 60, we're talking about a show called Ascendance of a Bookworm, and I absolutely love it. Out of all the animes I've ever seen, it's the third one that I give a 10 out of 10. Perfect. Just perfect. I no notes. I just want more. And luckily for me, there's still 20 more books. So technically 26 more books if we counting only what's the anime scene. Okay. Actually, okay, I want to continue that note for 1 second. If every anime was the same length of material and 7 books did 3 seasons of the anime, and there's 33 books, so we'll just average that out to 35. That means we would get 5 times as many seasons, which means we would get 15 seasons. Hell yeah. Bookworm forever. Let me spell it for you. It's an anime called Ascendance of a Bookworm. As far as anime go, it is one of 3 that I give a 10 out of 10. Perfect score. All right, let's continue. Never should have doubted him. I could only imagine the other people that were out there benefiting from. Well, what are the other three? Other two, it is one of the three. The other two though is Madoka Magica, just perfect, and Assassination Classroom. Both of those, as far as anime is concerned, just perfect. Cannot be better. So if we're talking about just material in general, I think I would give V for Vendetta, the movie, a 10 out of 10 too. So, but that's a movie, not an anime. So, and I love Overlord. Overlord's one of my favorite series, but I still am only giving it a 9. I think I'd give Chainsaw Man a solid 7.5, maybe 7.5. So I did like it, so just for context. Okay, I can only imagine the other people out there benefiting from Sir Theodore's current actions. You okay? Yashka asked. I nod. Yeah. I don't know. One of them. Tokyo Ghoul is my favorite. Okay, so that leads me to a question now. Question 1. Well, it's explanation first. I tend to look at things in two lights. Do I like it, and do I think it's good? And you would think that those two things are like the same, but they're not, because there's things that I don't like that I still think are good, and there's things that I freaking love that I still don't necessarily think are good. Overlord's a prime example of that. The reason Overlord doesn't get a 10 out of 10 for me is because I don't think it deserves it. I don't think it's perfect. I love it. It's perfect for me. But perfect for me is different than perfect in general. Goth Dom girl, so dirty. Wait, was she goth? I don't remember her being goth. But yeah, the ghost girl. Yeah, they did her so dirty. Tokyo Ghoul's an interesting one. I saw a couple episodes recently, but I only saw bits and pieces of it. It looked really interesting, but from what I gather, it's gonna be a bit too dark for me, I think. From what I gather, I'm not sure I'm gonna like it. Like it looked like it was gonna hit me in the wrong places. But I'm tempted to watch it because it did look good. It did look good. It got my interest. Like, I was curious. But I feel like it's gonna make me cry in the way I don't like. What was goth about her? Yeah, I don't remember anything particularly goth about her either. But my guess would be that Sneeze probably is remembering that because she had a ghost. Or, I don't know, let's see what Sneeze says. I'm curious as well. But yeah, no, Ghost Girl got done so dirty. Okay, let's see. I'm wonderful. You know, on that note too, actually, I don't know what to write next. Because, like, we've done all my ideas. Now they're going north. I mean, they're just gonna have to like eventually go through random towns, I guess. Traveling aimlessly as they are. I think it's a little too early to run into a new character though. Or at least a returning character. You know, a couple one-offs maybe. He was probably getting hungry. Okay. Let's see. I rolled out my... Oh, yeah, I'm wonderful. I rolled out my map. Even better maps weren't quite precise enough for my taste, but I could at least get a general idea. The next town would could be a couple days away, and there wasn't anything of note topographic. Topo? Is that a topography? Is that it? Was that easy? It was that easy. Her general demeanor and the dark short hair is very goth. Is that? No. I mean, we might have different definitions of goth. Yeah, goth. Like, when I don't know, when I think goth, I definitely think more like overt. I guess you meant more subtle. Like, even here with this character, she's a bit more subtle. She has blonde hair, but there's still like, you know, black clothing. And I guess the other girl had black clothing too, but like her black clothing was a suit. So I don't know. Let's see. Chainsaw. And ghost. Not the ghost devil. What's her name? Okay. Was it Himika? Himika? It was. Okay. Oh, Himina. I was close enough. Her name is Him. I got there. Let's see. Yeah, so her outfit is just work clothes, so we don't really see her wear much of her own clothes. The eye patch I can see a little bit, you know, like a dark accessory. But in her case, it's also practical because, you know, she did lose an eye, so. I don't know, when I think goth, I definitely think a bit more, like, overt. And Himeno, I don't think is overt. But then again, you're saying your impression of her. Honestly, just the like, I knew who you were talking about when you said goth girl, because there was no better example. And the ghost kind of reminds me of goth, so I mean, I'll take it. I know, I'm just randomly chatting. I'm silly today. Do you guys still like me when I'm silly? Well, she's generally a very bright person. That has nothing to do with goth. You can be goth and upbeat. Like, you don't have to be gloomy and be goth. Like, I think that's emo, not goth. Yes, we like you when you're silly. Yay! I do feel silly today. Okay, but I have to get some work done today, so let's go. That's gonna be a couple days away, and there wasn't anything topologically speaking. Just a long hike. So there was more traffic. We saw some wagon and some people going back and forth. I even found a bird. Not to say bird. Found a bird flying by, which I managed to get. So Theo was happy. I don't know, when you feel bad about hunting, because like Theo needs food, but Theo eating means killing birds in this case. Oh, bird. Okay, so Theo was happy. Well, we didn't end up traveling that since Yashko was very concerned with us going too far today. So we were keeping our stamina active. I don't know. I wonder what you guys think about that. Because right now I have Erica, the newbie, the very adventurous. She wants to push herself, and Yashko's being the voice of reason, that's saying like, no, like if you're gonna be traveling for months, you can't push yourself until you're exhausted. You have to rest periodically. You know, the last thing you want to do is be so exhausted that it's hard to set up camp for the month. I guess you guys probably agree with Yashko in that regard. Like, pace yourself. So there's more traffic. We, on the third day, we reached the lake, but there were signs saying to stay. Let's see. It had a mark that I didn't recognize, but Yashko seemed to take it seriously. God, this map sucks. It didn't even list this late. They said Yashko chuckled. Probably for the best. That mark means there is monsters living in the water. He said. Oh, wait. I already had the track list with him said. Huh. That, like, the common sign? And something to consider zombies. Nodded. Let's see. How would she explain this knowledge? But I guess Erica didn't like. She did study. She didn't like read every book on adventuring there was. Let's see. All right, here we go. Not everyone can read, so this sign is something travelers see. each other or they were. The guild also features it, but I am guessing since I'm guessing you didn't take those classes. Not like the guild in my town offering annual classes. The minors, I recall. Do you like 4chan meme or TikTok meme? So I know 4chan in the sense that I've heard it, but I don't know what that means. And I technically have a TikTok because I made like all of the socials when I made my Kizo account, but I've never been on TikTok, so probably no. Probably I'd say it's unlikely that I would like either of those things. I'm good with a good joke if you got a good joke. I like to think I have a reasonable sense of humor. Not like at least the minors replied. Right. Yes. Most people wouldn't leave town the first day. He said. We should think we can take the master? I said, glancing at the lake. Should consult Gil first. Let's go. Okay. Information is golden. I couldn't disagree with that. So we did our walk with little else of note. I want your all's opinion on something. Is it correct to say chai tea is it's what's on the packaging? I got into a playful debate with my coworker yesterday. Reginald on top of Discord and description. I'm not wrong, it's cool. So chai, let's see. What is the definition of chai tea? Chai definition. Chai tea is it's AI, but we'll still. I think that's chai, right? Chai? That's chai. It's Korean, isn't it from Korea originally? Chai tea is a sweetened, spicy beverage. Black tea, milk, and spices. Chai tea. Oh, Indian tea. Chai tea. Okay, let's see origins. Origins. Okay, it is India. Legend has it 5,000. Okay. Chai tea definition. Well, you know what? We'll continue. With your well, that's chat. It's a popular beverage originating in India. It's black tea and milk and water, sweetened sugar. Okay, he said the packaging was wrong. So there's a couple things we'd have to decide there. One, was the packaging actually wrong by his argument? Like, was it a green tea? Because here it says it's a black tea, made by brewing black tea in milk and water. Yeah, if it sounds like all you need for chai is milk, water, and black tea. So if it wasn't black tea, then I could say that, yeah, that's sort of wrong. Um, then again, it also depends on how the packaging was calling it. Because, like, was it a brand? Because think about it, you could have a brand that says like chai branding, and that wouldn't necessarily be wrong. So, then the third question that would stem to mind would be a bit more nuanced. It would be hard for me to comment on, because then we get into the argument that people would talk to, because we do get in this argument where I live about what do they call it, like Tex-Mex. So there'll be people that'll say like that's not Mexican food if you go to Taco Bell, because that's not like authentic Mexican food. But I mean, the thing is definitions change. So like if we were to talk about, you know, his logic, it was wrong because it's tea twice, because chai is tea in a different language. Oh, that's his position. Okay. Let me see. Let's see. English to, what do they speak in India? Japanese. India. Okay. Got me curious. English to India. Okay. Maybe I'll switch it. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, I still think your friend's weird in this case, because like okay, so it's TT, like, so it's one of those things where it's like it's nice trivia, but so language is tricky, because language is tricky, because here's the thing, and this does actually relate back to me being a writer. Because think about it, language exists for one specific thing, communication, to convey your ideas to someone else. So I think it is perfectly respectable for a company to call it chai tea, even if they're essentially saying TT. It's interesting trivia, but the thing is if you don't know that and you just see it called chai and you don't know what that is, you know, it's confusing. And if you're confusing people, you're not giving them the information that you want. And as a business that's trying to sell something, communication is important to convey, you know, what they're trying to do. So in a sense, chai is a tea prepared in a special way. So the word chai here has sort of gained the colloquial meaning of a flavor of tea. Now, while it may technically mean tea, and it may, you know, just be a type of tea when prepared in a certain way, it gained a colloquial definition of meaning a flavor, essentially. Black tea with milk. And I think that's absolutely valid. My ideas are beyond human understanding. So that would be, so if the person was referencing it as like an interesting trivia that it's wrong, it's TT. Well, even then, it's not wrong. You can say TT. It's like, but if it's trivia, sure. But if they're being like pedantic about it and they're like, it's not pin number. The N in pin means number. So you're saying, personal identification number. Well, just don't be that guy. Like, whatever person you are, don't be that person. I've told people, hey, interesting trivia. The N in the acronym PIN means number. So it means personal identification number. That's fine. I think that's fine. I think that's interesting trivia. But if you're the guy that's like, you got it wrong. You said it wrong. It's not PIN number. It's just PIN. Then you're a dick. No, it's interesting. I didn't know chai means tea, so I didn't even know why I thought he was mad that chai was being used for like a different kind of tea, but no. That would be my opinion. About how we got there. I think whatever makes the most sense. If that's what makes the most sense in India, that's correct. That's what makes the most sense to you, it's correct. Both can be right. In their own ways, yeah. Teach each other about picture. Okay. I got sidetracked. But I don't mind getting sidetracked for you guys. Well, I said chai tea, and he evidently wanted to be pedantic. Yes, he did. Like I said, I'm fine with trivia. Don't be that guy, though. And if your friend's that guy, you can tell him, Kizu told you, don't be that guy. You don't want to be that guy. It's not fun. So let's see. I couldn't agree with that. I didn't disagree with that. We ended up continuing walking with nothing else of note. This town didn't have a castle, but it was located on a hill, and it did have a section squared off. My bet was that was where they'd liked a signal fire. This spot didn't even have a proper gate. So much crappier town by all accounts. The guild is super small. Apparently, you couldn't even register at this location. Well, I wondered if it was even appropriate. It did it to call this a guild or a town hall. But they did have some information. Apparently, the lake was home to a Proctor, I think that's how I spelled it originally. Those were nasty water dwelling monsters with insanely sharp teeth. They weren't particularly scary on land, but they could snap at you from the water's edge. Definitely, definitely the type of monster to be very in the water's edge. So funny enough, Reginald, this actually kind of reminds me of you because you pointed this out before. That what does she want to be? She wants to be a hero like Theodore. And I'm finding a bit of like poeticness in the fact that the first big monster that Theodore fought was a Ceranthrope, the elk-like monster. Technically, the third monster Theodore fought was this crocodile type monster. But now I'm thinking of making it her second type of kill, which I thought would be kind of interesting, you know? And so she's kind of going in the same steps as Theodore, even though she's younger. No, in her fairness, she trained. Theodore just freaking was lucky. This does provide me with a bit of an issue, which is this does remind me of a bit of an issue in that how does she kill it? So let's think of her traits. She has a bow and arrow, which is worthless when things underwater. Even when it's above water, I mean, unless she gets an eye shot, even then, an eye shot's probably not going to kill something this big. She has spider silk, which is great for traps, but I mean, she can't set a trap at a creature that doesn't leave its nest, you know? Like, she could try, I guess. She could try to, like, finagle a net when it snaps, but I mean, even then, it would just, like, dive back into the water and it would probably wiggle out of a net. So, okay, let's look at. She has Theo, but Theo's the size of a small dog. Theo wouldn't even be a snag to this thing. Let's see. What were her powers? She has earth magic. She has body. That would be helpful. Sound. She doesn't know any sound magic, so she knows a little bit of earth magic. She probably knows a little bit of body magic. She doesn't know sound or ice yet. Body wouldn't really help her because she's not strong enough for that to make a difference here. She could try to make some kind of an earth trap. I don't know. I don't think she can do it. Like, this is where brainstorming with you guys would be good. Because, like, what do you think with the things I listed here? Like, her battle strategy, she uses cartography to, you know, map the area, get an idea of her surroundings, which she can't really do. It's a lake. I mean, what is she supposed to do? You get close to the lake, the thing might snap on you. So, lying traps, again, she can barely do that. Planning battles, I mean, she can try, but what can she do? Archery, spider. She all right, she did get a, what was it, a fire, we should add that to her gear. Fire, mana crystal, time mana crystal, spider silk. armor. Yeah, she doesn't know fire magic though. I don't think she can win this fight. You know, in its own way, that's not necessarily a bad thing. So it's this might be time for Yasuko to take the win. Yasuko might be able to do this. Let's see. Yeah, I think it has to be Yasuko. Because Yasuko, let's see, where's Yasuko? Let's look at the chart here. Yasuko has 2 in kinetic, and she knows how to use it. That's the win here, I think. Yep. Okay, it's gonna be Yasuko. Oh, okay. Well, that's decided. It was hard to think in this scenario. You know what I would normally do when I'm trying to, brainstorm a fight like this? I would actually walk around outside in like a circle. And walking around outside the circle, try to think of how the fight should go. Let Nina win. You do realize we're talking about like a crocodile the size of like a small airplane, and you want a mouse to fight it? Also, Theodore's not here. This is Erica. No Theodore. We have Theo, not Theodore. Okay, that's okay. Distracted. I'm also eating my banana. Oh, so I think I just killed my mic. Okay, mic's back up. All right. Definitely the type of monster to be wary of. We should kill it, right? I asked. She just gave a frown. Do you think we can? Oh no, it's not good if you killed your mic. Yes and no. Okay, so my mic has a very like loose connection on its wiring. So if I bump it, sometimes it disconnects. And I know this because I have an audio software, because like it is really loud here right now. Like there's a lot of people shouting and stuff, and a lot of music and a lot of background noise. But from what I gather, you guys never hear any of that because I have some good audio canceling background noise software. But one of the things that software does is it sends a report to me whenever I finish a call or whenever 2 hours go up, whichever is first. So when I bump my mic, it disconnects. So the call ends, the software stops working. It showed me a report, and then the mic replugged in and it restarted the 2-hour timer. So I was like, no, I killed my mic. And I'm always scared in that moment that your guys aren't going to, you're just going to hear dead, no, you're not going to hear me talking for like the 4 seconds it's reconnecting. She gave me a frown. Do you think we can? You think we can? She asked. I That's hard, I said. It's in the... And now we can describe the things I was already talking out loud about. It's in the water. And we can't exactly lure it outside. A Hyundai commercial or something in the background. I don't think I've heard that. But yeah, obviously it's not perfect. Couldn't exactly lure it outside. I couldn't set up trap near the water either. My arrows are useless against a monster like this. I mean, I can use earth magic. I could try and destroy the lake, but that was hardly a help to this town. I am sure they would love access to the clean water, to clean water, to more clean water. Clean water. So that's a no. Gasco said. Which is, at least we're honest. Wait, but what about you? I asked. There's a lot of commercials and ads that have been in the background. I don't know, maybe I didn't hear them. I have noise canceling headphones on, so I guess it's possible that you guys heard a commercial I didn't hear. So let's see. Wait, what about you? I asked. You think I can kill a fully grown proto orc? He said. No. We we are a team, right? I asked. She gave it some thought, and then we made our way to our room for the night to discuss our possible strategy. I gotta ask, Yasuko said, why are you so concerned about killing this monster? Well, I mean, we want to help people, right? Certainly want to help people, right? You like to cure illness, but isn't part of the reason for illness the lack of supply? This village looks like it was formed to be near that lake. Without that major supply water, they can't support themselves properly. Isn't that better than just healing with symptoms? Symptoms? It's like it was. I like that. Erica's such a good being here. Why do you like? Are you trying to just make a big name for yourself, Monster Slayer? It's not about slaying the monster. It's about saving the town. She smiled. Okay. Okay then. Let's do it. Maybe. She said with a bit of a worried grin. So, how? I have healing magic and I can hit pretty hard with my staff, but I don't have any tricks to lure out something like this. Oh, that's a perfect idea. I just got in the back of my head while doing this. Lure. It's like a fish. That's it. Lure. Spider silk. We can put food on a line for Theo. And when it snaps, can you be ready to hit it? Or rather, if you hit it, do you think you can stun it? I do believe I could, at the very least, stun it. But lure? I doubt a pro is going to take, a chunk of meat on a string or anything like that, he said. That was a good point. We were definitely going to need to get a worthwhile amount of meat for this thing. But it was the beginning of a plan. And that was enough to make me smile. Beginning of a plan. No, of a plan. I don't think Coco's gonna take a chunk of meat. Oh, I missed a lot of words that sentence. I'm tired. I'm so tired this week. Okay. Let's go. Okay, so before we write more, let's think. What is the plan going to be? I know it's kind of brutal, but I'm thinking the plan is going to be that they get like a live animal. Like not a monster deer, but maybe like a normal deer. Something that can like wiggle and get the bait. And maybe they'll cover it, the thing that they get near the lake, in like spider thread to try to like tie it around. Actually, Theo can magically manipulate his thread, so it is possible that could Theo could help tie the thread around the croc once it's near the thread. Plus, Erica could move or summon a boulder. They could tie the thread off to a boulder. That would like leash the thing away from the water. And then Yashko could just hit it like upside the head to stun it. And then I guess if it's stunned and its eye is vulnerable, she could go for an eye shot. Oh wait, that's perfect. If she got an arrow in its eye and then Yashko hit that arrow with her staff, just sends it right into the freaking all the way through into the brain. I think that would be a kill. What do you guys think? Does that sound like a kill? Hey. 1 second, finishing up my banana. Potassium. But no, what do you guys think? Do you guys like that idea for the end of the fight? You think that would be a good way to kill the crocodile thing? Combo shot, arrow to the eye, then Yashko hits the arrow. Yay, potassium. Okay, so let's see. As long, even as I laid down for bed, the idea of how to beat that thing kept going through my head. Even if we could injure it, it would just bleed back to the water. Needed a way not just to lure it, but to trap it. Theo seemed to be the answer there. He has been getting better at is thread manipulation, and he seemed to get a lot of pointers from his mother. Perhaps if he could get a line around its neck, I could tie that off against a rock. Yeah, that could work. Yasuko looked nervous. Yes, he was the one getting up close and personal. I had sent Theo and her to collect our bait while I set up the rock. A huge rock buried deep in the earth make the best kind of anchor around. I ended up tying several spider lines to it, and Theo slowly got those to approach the water's line before finally it was time. See, our bait was a non-monster deer that Theo managed to capture with a bit of Yasuko's help, I imagine. It was a bit bigger than what he could get on his own. We left the... Oh, wait. How are they going to drag it to the water's edge? Oh, right. Okay, that'll work. I created a rock donut that I stuck in the ground near the water's edge, and Theo fed the deer's line through it so we could pull and drag the bait in the water. Oh, I feel kind of bad about this, but I mean, like, part of the hunt, if you really think about it, you know? Like, but yeah, it's part of the hunt, you know? You just... Plus, not... Well, I mean, yeah, the deer's gonna die, but I mean... I'm sure that the nearby village will be happy for the meat. I'm sure they'll pack up some of it, too. So it's not like they're gonna waste it. Deer bucks. I wasn't sure if it did so because it knew it was in danger, or if it just was resisting us. But in either case, we slowly dragged it to the water. It was like nothing had seen before. A snap. The water almost seemed to freeze as the Thor jumped from the water faster than it could move out of the way. The deer was gone in an instant. But Theo was no slouch as a hunter, and he managed to coil the lines around him just as quickly. The Procrothorpe realized it was caught and pulled hard. The rock anchor buckled and dirt moved as it began dragging the stone I made. Yasko? Now! I screamed as I drew my bow. She smacked it with her staff. She jumped in the air, brought her staff right down on the center of its snout. It's not a snout. It stopped for an instant, and I let my arrow fly. I was close, just 20 meters. An easy shot, as long as it didn't move at the last second. My arrow pierced its eyelid, and I all at once. It wailed in pain as it continued to try and retreat to the water. But Yasko was ready, and her staff hit my arrow shaft, driving it in like a nail. The beast was dead, or close enough. Like, it's not moving. If it's not dead now, it'll be dead before it does something, you know. So, one second. All right, so we got a kill. And we've reached our minimum word count required for a day. It's a very good kill and combo. So, see, close enough. I wasn't sure if it was dead, but I was sure I could slit its throat while it was not moving. Or so I thought. The scaly hide turned out to be tougher than I realized. But Yasuko was able to manage it. Blood pooled into the ground, but and I created another rock to stop it from hitting the water. Phew, fell to the ground. I was exhausted. Not physically, but magically. Not physically, but magically. Created several huge rocks today. Whew. But it was a job well done. Yasuko sat next to the rock with me. She was breathing heavy as well. That was sane, he said. Like, I get that it worked, and even worse case, it probably would have treated, but I'm not used to, running directly at the giant monsters that want to kill me and eat me. Probably would have retreated, but I'm not used to running towards monster. I notice the sweat on her face, her tone. Wait, are you tired? Are you tired? We're just scared. Scared, obviously. Like, who in their right minds fights something like that head on? He said. I chuckled. I mean, we did, didn't we? I don't know if we count as in our right minds anymore, she said. But we did do it with nothing else. Girls, right? Girl power. Also, 1 second, I gotta use the bathroom. Be right back. killed their second monster. First one is a team too. We did do it. Nothing else. Let's see. Yasuko went to tell the guild to come get it and hopefully process it. I was a bit too tired, and honestly, I wanted to look at them teeth. Theo helped me keep its jaw open. It smelled awful, but I cut some of the teeth out and looked at them. They were perfect arrowheads. I began cutting more and more of them out, putting them in my bag. As an archer, you could never get enough good material for your arrow. That actually gives me a good question. What else could you do with a tooth? Like, you make like a tooth knife? Tooth knife? Oh, tooth animal tooth knife. Like, how would you want to do an animal tooth knife? This would be like a serrated edge out of it. I don't know if these teeth are big enough to be arrowheads, you could probably make like a small dagger out of it. That's a good question. Arrowhead archery. No. How big would an arrowhead be? I guess it would be small, huh? If this was a big monster, the teeth would probably be way bigger. But she could probably like carve them into maybe multiple arrowheads. I don't know. I feel like she can make it. So yeah, let's go with that. They were perfect arrowhead. Let's say they were the perfect material for arrowhead. Began cutting more and more of them out, putting them in my bag. They may have been too big now, but I was certain I could work with this material. I could probably even get a better carving knife. After all, protothorps were known for their immensely sharp teeth. Oh, I smiled at the chance to improve my adventuring field. Yeah, I like it. You know, could you do antler arrow? Archery, antler, arrow. You make an arrow out of an antler. Antler bow. There's no reason you couldn't, right? Because I feel like she would want a good shaft for her bow here, or for her new arrows. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So, yeah, I think that makes sense. Oh. Okay, smile at a chance to improve my invention gear. Eventually, a bunch of guys came out here and they saw the dead Procro Thor. They all cheered. They didn't look like they worked at the guild, but they had a cart and enough men to lift this thing onto it. So I wasn't complaining. In the end, I managed to climb on top and ride the hill back to the guild. There was no bounty. No one in the town had enough to offer one. But the free guild in general offered payment for monsters as long as we donated most of it. So I kept teeth, and we wanted the deer meat and a little bit of the Croco sort meat for our travels, but hardly much in the grand scheme. It turned out to have a water. Well, it turned out, actually, let's give it an ice crystal. That to have ice crystal. Grade 4. Worth a pretty penny. Worth a pretty decent amount of gold coins. Yasuko noted that Yasuko remembered seeing ice on my affinity chart. Only a lowly 1, but as a result, he suggested I keep crystal. In return, he took all coins from the gift. And we both got stamps for the gift. We clapped and awesome. I said, it is kind of awesome, isn't it? Ooh, are you guys still there? Ooh. I know I wasn't as active in my narration there, just trying to get a few good words in. Let's see. Let's see. Which noises? Yay! Alright. I gotta do more than just, what, 2,000? What, 2,000 words? Yeah, we can go a little further. Yasuko. Following day, I rested. Oh wait, no. The following day, I began salting the meat and trying to take it easy. Yasuko wanted to stay in town to give some of her healing services, which seemed reasonable. Admittedly, I was starting to feel the effects of our travel. I may have been in good shape, but I had never, worked every day before. I always had a longer break and a soft bed waiting for me. So after using so much mana, it was nice to let both my spirit and muscles recover. Now we can find that, yeah. So they've killed a second monster. They've shown some teamwork. We should probably get to like a major plot point soon. We're reaching the halfway point. So we do need more characters. So they're gonna continue traveling north. No, okay, not yet. How about this? We'll write a little game plan for ourselves. No, I like travel better. A little game plan for ourselves. Let's see. Let's put it in our Nano notes. Nano notes. Or plot. Current ideas. Let's have a non-monster situation to test their abilities. Then after that, let's move to our next party members, which will be a duo bringing the team up to 40. I like it. That's also Erica wants to find a blacksmith / crafter to get her new arrows. Yeah, I like that. We'll probably do the arrows before she meets the party. You know what? I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm just too tired today. So we'll scene break ourselves right here. We'll continue with her traveling next time. And now we have a game plan. So I'm not done streaming because I haven't done a game in a while and I want to do a game. So I'm doing Neo today, but I'm going to take like a 20-minute break, splash some water in my face. Then we'll do like maybe 2 hours of Neo. And then I'm going to eat dinner. And then it'll be anime watch-along tonight. So how's that sound? So don't go far away I want to play a game today, and I want you guys to be there with me. If you want to come, of course. No forcing. Okay. So we'll call it there today. And yeah. Alright. I'll be back in like 20 minutes-ish. Love you guys.